Let's say that you're in the beginning of a sales conversation and the prospect says, well, we're meeting with some other companies. Why should we go with you? Why should we go with your company? Our company already works good. What would they say if they said, well, why should I go with you? What would they say at the beginning of a conversation? Just normal, everyday salesperson. What would they do?
The average Joe would probably start talking about the competitor being worse.
Well,
how much better we are.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you? Like, we've got the best this, we've got the best this, we've got the best that. They'd get defensive, right? That's just a human reaction. So what you want to do in that type of situation is you want to disarm. It's like, you've ever read that book by Chris Voss, the negotiating, the FBI guy, where he's like, you talk about
never split the difference.
Never split the difference. You talk about disarming the situation. Well, sales is the same way. You have to disarm the prospect and take the sales pressure out of the conversation to get them to want to engage with you. So if somebody says, well, why should we go with you? What we train salespeople to do in companies, we say, well, I'm not quite sure you should yet. And I might need to know a little bit more about kind of what you're using now in that area, just to see if we could even help you in the first place. For example, and then I'm going to ask a situation question. So when I say, well, I'm not quite sure you should yet, and you pause for 2 to 3 seconds, what does that do to the prospect?
Takeaway.
It disarms them. It takes the sales pressure out, because number one, no salespeople have ever done that to them. They wouldn't even know that skill, right? And so when you remove the sales pressure, it automatically causes them to want to pull you in, to want to engage more, because you're more different. You're viewed more as like, wow, what's this? This guy's saying he might not even be able to help us. I better listen. But if I say, oh, we can help you for sure, they do what? Fight back, block, and push back.
Yeah, it's funny that you say this, because again, I didn't go to college, but
I didn't learn that in college.
But I did accidentally deploy some of the shit you're talking about.
Yeah.
When I was selling cars, people would come on the lot. One of my questions was, you don't have to buy today, do you?
I like that. You disarm the situation, take the sales pressure.
They'd walk up. I'm just looking. I'd say, no problem. You don't have to buy today, do you? And they'd be like, no, not at all. And then boom,
taking the pressure.
Out of curiosity, are you looking for 2-door, 4-door, sticker automatic? Come out, or
I like it,
or whatever. But
yeah,
that's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
I just naturally did it.